Hello and welcome. So today I want to talk about some Facebook updates. And so what do these mean to you? Some updates are already happening and that are coming up. Maybe you don't have them already, but you will very soon. And so you want to maximize your potential in using these updates and maybe know about some limitations. So welcome. And if you're joining me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming from. And if you're on the replay, let me know it's a replay and I will catch up with you later. And if we haven't met before, my name is Olive Dodd. And I'm here on my business page because I want to inspire, educate, encourage you to bring your business online using social media strategies and build your business the right way. Okay, so today, Facebook updates. So there's always updates coming up. Hi, Christy, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Welcome. And so they're always coming up. And so it's really great to be aware of the updates that are coming up so that you can fully utilize them or maybe know, what some limitations are behind them. So the first one I want to mention is the comments. And so when you look at the comments, there's a little drop down arrow. And on the phone, it's most relevant, recent, and all comments. And on your computer, it's the same thing, but a little bit different. It's most relevant, recent, and then real-time comments. And what I have noticed and what other people have noticed is that you don't always see all the comments, even if you select all comments. So if you want to absolutely see all of them, you actually have to switch between your phone and your computer, because sometimes some will show up on your phone and some will show up only on your computer. And so that's a little bit of a limitation. And so if you want to make sure that you're engaging with everybody that's leaving comments, you might not always see them, even by changing that selection. So it is a little bit of a limitation, but just to be aware of that. But what is very handy is if you go back right away and you comment on, people that have engaged with your live and your posts. And then maybe 12 hours later or a day later, you go back and the recent comment, the drop down arrow where it says recent, is very, very handy, because then you will only get the new ones, and so the new ones will show up. So that's something to be aware of, just so make sure that you're not missing any comments. And the second one is badges. And it used to be that Facebook would only give certain badges to pages that had over 10,000 followers, but now it's being given out to all the pages. And so again, things take time to roll out to everybody, but it's wonderful. And so some of the badges are like rising star, so for new people coming on for the first month, conversation starters for people who have a lot of engaging posts, founding members. So if you have a page and people that have come on, or in a group, people that have come on in the first 72 hours are founding members. And one of the very common ones is top fan. And so this is always a really fun one for people, who engage quite a bit on your page or your group. And I have a few groups where I'm top fan, and I really like that. But you can lose it, like when I was on holidays and I couldn't interact as often, I lost my top fan badge and I was really disappointed. But within time, you do get it back again. So it's good to have, knowledge of this, but you do have to accept or activate having these badges. So if you see a notification on your page to activate badges, then certainly do that, because it's really fun for your viewers to see these badges. And there's also a Top Fan Plus One badge, and that means that you have Top Fan Plus one other badge. So they're just fun things and ways to encourage your viewers, to be more involved. And then the third topic I want to talk about is stories. And so Facebook is making it easier and easier to add stories. And I don't have it yet, but right at the top of your phone and now also on the desktop, so, there's a little tile. So just you can see your story will be first and then whoever you've interacted with, and they go across. And now the first one for yourself will be split. It'll be split between your personal page and your business page if you have one. And I don't have it yet. And I'm looking forward to that because right now I find it very difficult to put a story on my business page if I don't already have one. I have to start it on my computer, but if I keep up my story, post a second one within that 24-hour period before my last one expires and I have the blue ring around my profile picture, then I can continue it on my phone. And so you always want to have that blue ring around your profile picture so that you have a story, because stories they're being promoted by Facebook, and so you get more organic reach on a story. So you want to really empower yourself, by using stories. And they're making it so much easier. So you can use pictures that are already on your phone. And so they're really encouraging stories, much more organic reach, especially on a business page. So be sure to do your stories and tell a little bit about your background, your life story, and that's what it's about. And so what else? The desktop format, like I said before, is that now even on the desktop, those stories are front and center, right at the top. And so they're putting, really encouraging you to do that because it is front and center. So pay attention to what is right in front of you. And the same thing with groups, even on a desktop. The desktop format is changing too, so that groups are right in front and center. And you don't necessarily, want to create a group just for the sake of creating a group. You want to have a purpose for it, because otherwise you don't want to have a dead group. But I did notice too that, to do a post, it's much further down the line. And so stories and groups are really front and center. And what else? I'm just checking my notes to see what else I wanted to say. I think that's all about the comments. And I just have one more. It's more of a tip rather than an update. And if you're posting in more than one place at a time, like you do a live on your business page and you may want to copy it to your personal page or vice versa, I would wait a few hours, because if you do it at exactly the same time, then those two will be competing against each other. And so you don't want that. So to get the maximum organic reach, maybe stagger your posts, by 3 or 6 hours. So that's what I have for you today, so you can maximize these updates to your advantage, and always good to be aware of. So if you've found some value in this, please let me know. And if you know anybody else who might benefit, then feel free to pass it along. And so if you'd like to be notified when I'm going live, again, there's 3 dots at the top. And if you press on that, then you can set your notifications. And so I go live 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at Pacific time in Canada. And I hope to see you again. I appreciate everybody who takes the time to participate and to watch. Thanks very much, and have a wonderful day, the rest of the day, whatever part of the day it is for you. Bye for now.